Hello everyone. In continuation with linear differential equations, we'll be moving ahead with the particular integral of the functions kind x is equals to x into v. What exactly this v is? V is nothing but a functions like e to the power x or sine of x or cos of x or x to the power f kind of functions. Means what? Again, for this type of examples that x is equals to x into v, will the prerequisite for this kind of functions or this kind of particular integral would be, you should be aware of e to the power x, cos of x or sine of x, and x to the power m kind of functions. Okay, what it is, 1 upon f of d, if it is getting operated on x into v, then what will happen here? It is nothing but x minus f dash of d upon f of d into 1 upon f of d into v. That means what we are doing it, we are operating, so we'll be going for this type of examples, we'll be going ahead with from right to left. That means what we will first find out this the effect of 1 upon f of d on v. That means we will get this in terms of some function of x. Then this function is getting operated by this f dash of d by f of d and x minus. So that means what this function will get multiplied here with this x and with this. So this is the one example we'll be dealing here with. There is another way of dealing this kind of example. So I have tried to cover both the ways. First is this, what I have explained you. The second question I will explain you with the different method. Method remains the same, only there is a little bit of modifications in the formula has been given or done. Let us go and solve for the first example, that is d square plus 2d plus 1 on y is equals to x cos of x. What is this auxiliary equation? It's d square plus 2d plus 1. So d square plus 2d plus 1 is the auxiliary equation. What are the roots? Roots would be minus 1 comma minus 1. So if you'll observe there, minus 1 comma minus 1, if you'll observe, this is a real root, right? Minus 1, they are real root, but they are repeated twice. So we have to introduce two constants, as I have told you every time, that whenever there is the number of roots is equals to the number of constants in the CF part. So CF is, I have got two roots, so I'll have two constants in it. And as this is a real root and it is getting repeated, it is C1 plus C2 times x e to the power minus x as CF. What will happen with the PI? Pi is 1 upon d square plus 2d minus 1 on x into v will happen. What is v in the present case? V is nothing but the role of v in this present case is played by this cos of x. Cos of x. So this is our v in the present case. So it is as per the formula x minus 2d plus 2. What is this 2d plus 2? It's a differentiation of d square plus 2d plus 1 with respect to d. Remember, it's with respect to d, right? Because we are dealing here with the functions of d. So it's d 2d plus 2 is the differentiation here in the numerator. Denominator is d square plus 2d plus 1 into 1 upon d square plus 2d plus 1 is getting operated on cos of x. What will happen that? So if you observe this cos of x, we have seen the formula of cos of x. If it is cos of ax, means a in this case is 1. So that means what I am replacing d squared by minus of 1 square. That is, in short, I'm replacing every d square as minus of 1. So you'll replace it minus 1 over here in this d square. So you'll be getting minus 1 plus 1 is 0. And this 2d will remain here. So it's 1 upon 2d cos of x here. What will happen here? Now again, let us, so we have to always think about this type of examples part by part. In a small parts, we have to divide. If you'll observe here, I did not even touch this square bracket, not even here. Not even here I have touched it, right? So we have to first simplify the term which is there outside the square bracket first. So this 1 upon d cos of x is what? It's nothing but integration of cos of x, right? So 1 upon d, as I've told, d is nothing but d upon dx, and therefore 1 by d will give me the inverse of that, that is the integration. So integration of cos of x dx would give me sine of x, and therefore this function, so if you'll observe, this 1 upon d square plus 2d plus 1 on cos of x has replaced as 1 by 2 times sine of x. And therefore now this 1 by 2 times sine of x is getting multiplied here in the bracket with both the terms. Both the terms as in with x and then with 2d plus 2 upon d square plus 2d plus 1. Now again here, now this, if you'll observe here, there is no d in this x by 2 sine of x. So this is what is the part of our pi. So we have got the pi partially. We have to just deal with this part here now. So for a while, this 2d plus 2, this operator, we have kept it outside for a while, and we are just dealing here with 1 upon d square plus 2d plus 1 on 1 by 2 times sine of x, on 1 by 2 times sine of x. So what will happen here? So yeah. So this x by 2 sine of x, as I've told you, it will remain constant, and this 2d. Again, the sine of x, sine of ax means sine of 1 here. So we have kept it in the previous step. D square as minus 1 again here, because it's sine of x and cos of x. What we have done it here for the cos, the same will be applicable here with the sine x, right? Plus 1 will give me 0, and it will remain here 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 times sine of x. So this is what we have done it here. So 1 by 2d, 1 by 2 sine of x, right? And this is x by 2 sine of x minus. Now this is half, this is 1, 2 from the numerator, and 1 by 4 here, right? So 4 in the denominator, 2 in the numerator, we have got 1 by 2 here. So now in the bracket, so d plus 1 on 1 by d sine of x. Now this 1 by d sine of x, I can integrate it, and I will get it cos, so minus cos x, because integration of sine of x is minus cos, and therefore we'll be getting it here minus of cos of x. And now this minus of cos of x is getting operated by the operator d plus 1, d plus 1, and therefore it is just a multiplication. So this minus here, right, this minus here, and this minus will give me plus over here. Half will remain as it is. This d is getting operated on cos, and this 1 is also getting multiplied with this. So it is d times cos of x plus cos of x, and this is nothing but x sine of x will remain same, plus 1 by 2 times differentiation of cos is nothing but minus sine x, and this cos of x will remain same. Now this is what we have reached. Now if you, where to stop is that whenever we have got ready, get rid of all the d's out of this. So that means what, we have got the pi here, and as I've told you, CF plus pi will give me the general solution, and therefore we have got the CF from the slide 1 and the CF pi from the slide 2. So this y, that is a total or a complete solution, will be y is equals to C1 plus C2x e to the power minus x plus half x sine of x minus x plus cos of x. So this is what is the way of doing it using the formula which I have discussed it now. Let us go for another example. It's d square y upon dx square plus 3 dy by dx plus 2d is equals to x e to the power x sine of x. So if you'll observe here, we have to deal here this kind of question little different. And for that purpose, this prerequisite for this type of questions would be including e to the power x phi of s x kind of functions as well. So if my capital X is given to me as e to the power x into phi of x, then also I could able to solve this. So most of the times it so for that reason, you just cannot say that that I will not go for this capital X, I will not go for this, because each and everything is connected here, right? Each and every capital X is getting connected here, so we have to deal with each and every type of functions over here. So now I'm completing this. Dy by dx is getting replaced as d. So it's d square plus 3d plus 2 is 0. D's are minus 1 and minus 2. They are real numbers and they are distinct. Therefore, two constants, because they are two. C1 e to the power x plus C2 e to the power 2x minus 2x, right? And pi would be 1 upon d square plus 3d plus 2 on x e to the power x sine of x, right? Now, let us see here. What is this? This we have discussed it already. 1 upon f of d e to the power x phi of x is equals to e to the power x 1 upon f of d plus a phi of x. That means whenever this e to the power, this 1 upon f of d is getting operated here on e to the power x into phi of x, this e to the power x is coming out of the operator, leaving that a with d in the function. So it is nothing but this function f of d has been replaced as f of d plus a over here. And then again, this 1 upon f of d plus a is getting operated on phi of x. And therefore, e to the power x is coming out, a is 1 over here. So it is leaving plus 1 with all the d's. So it's d plus 1 the square plus 3 times d plus 1 the d plus 1 plus 2x sine of x. What is it? It is nothing but getting replaced as or just by adjustments and the expansions and adjustment the terms, e to the power x 1 upon d square plus 5d plus 6 on x sine of x. Now what we are dealing here is this. So for if we'll observe here, now in this present case, x into sine of x is this kind of function which we are dealing here with. Capital X is given to you as small x into v. Now what is v in the cases? V in this case is sine of x now. Sine of x now, right? So now we will deal it. So first we have done it for e to the power x. Now we will deal it with x into v kind of functions. So what will happen? Now here, let me just give you this. Some of the books might give a solution like this. So you should not get disturbed because of the way which we have done it. It is just a little bit of modifications, whatever we have done. So it's 1 upon f of t xv is what we have seen in the last slide. X minus f dash of d upon f of d into 1 upon f of t v. But now this f of 1 upon f of d into v is getting multiplied inside with x and with this term. So it is nothing but x into 1 upon f of dv minus f dash of d upon f of d into f of d into v. That means it's nothing but f of d the square. So whatever we have got that, like for example, here my f of d is d square plus 3d plus 2. So f of d into f of d will give me d square plus 3d plus 2, the whole square. That is the only difference. So let us solve this example, particular example by this one. So e to the power x 1 upon d square plus 5d plus 6 into, so x is coming out of it. So this 1 upon, what is this is here now sine of x, right? Sine of x. So that means what? Again, a is equals to 1 over here. So if a is equals to 1, so it's nothing but square replacing as square, that is minus of 1 over here. So it's in this case f of d over here. So it's 1 upon d square is getting replaced as minus 1 plus 5d plus 6. So into sine of x, or you can say operating on sine of x minus this f dash of d. Remember, it's f dash of t. It is not f dash of the f of d of the square, right? F of d the square. It's not that. It's just f of d. F of d is what? D square plus 3d plus 2. What is the differentiation? Is 2d plus 3. I think it's 5. I've written. It's by mistake. It's a 3. Consider please. This is a 3. So might be my answer would little bit change. Please do consider here plus 3. So it's d square plus 3d plus 2. So it's nothing but it's 5 only. I'm sorry, because we have got this as, we have replaced this as, yeah. So yes, I'm correct. So it's 2d plus 5 because it's d square plus 5d plus 6, right? The square sine of x getting operated on sine of x. What will happen? This would give me minus 1 plus 6 would give me 5 plus 5d. So 5 is out and 1 upon d plus 1 on sine minus this 2d plus 5 on this. So it's just d square has been replaced as minus 1. So it's minus 1 plus 5d plus 6 the whole square sine of x, right? And therefore it will give me now one more thing, because I have to, I'm dealing here with sine of x function, and always we need sine of x, that d square would be replaced as minus 1. That means always we should have that function in terms of the powers of d, and that is why we are making this d plus 1 over here in the powers of 2. So what, how can we do that? That is nothing but just a multiplication with the conjugate of that, that is d square, or you can say d plus 1 multiply d plus 1 and divide d plus 1. So we have got d plus 1 and d square minus 1. Please do consider this as, so this is nothing but a 5, it's because of the previous step here, and minus 2d plus 5 divided by 25 into d plus 1 the square. So this 5 has come out of the square bracket, so it has come as 25, and this d plus 1 the square sine of x. So it's nothing but minus. So how this has come here, because if I'm putting it here minus 1 as d squared, so it will give me minus 2, right? Minus 2. So 5 into minus 2 will give me minus of 10. So it's because of this, it's minus x by 10. Now this d plus 1 is getting multiplied with this sine of x. So it is nothing but d times sine of x plus sine of x, right? Minus 1 by 25. This is Now again, this d square plus 1, the whole square is nothing but d square plus 2d plus 1. Then d square is getting replaced as minus 1. And therefore, this is the expansion over here. And we are replaced it here as d square as minus 1, right? And again, getting operated on sine of x. So what will happen here? This is, for a while I have kept it as it is. Let us work on this. So it's minus 1 plus 1 is nothing but 2d. So it's 1 by 25, 2d plus 5 by 2d. It's sine of x. This is, we will be applying it now, this 1 by d times sine of x and on. So before that, this d of sine of x is nothing but cos, because the differentiation of sine is cos. Sine x is as it is, minus 1 by 25, 2d plus 5 upon 2d. So this 2d, we have split it as like 2d by 2d. So it's 1 over here, plus 5 upon 2d. So 5 by 2, this 1 upon d. So because it's 1 by 25 is out here, so it's 5 by 2, 1 by d sine of x. So it's minus x by 10 sine of x plus cos of x. So it's same. It's just a sine and cos just replaced as nothing else. So a plus b is b plus a. That's all. So it's 1 by, so it's 2. 2 is coming out over here. So 1 by 20, 50 here. So because of this 2 over here, this 2 sine of x is replaced here. And this is minus, because 1 by d sine, the integration of sine is minus cos. Therefore, it's minus 5 times cos of x. So here, if you'll observe that here, we have reached to the step where we have get rid of all this capital D's over here. And that means all the operators are not there. And we have got received the answer only in terms of the variable, that is of x. And therefore, of y is nothing but CF plus PI. What we have written it here is just this is nothing but a CF part, and this is a CF part, and this is nothing but this is CF, and this is e to the power minus 2x, x by 10 sine of x, cos of x, and so on. So we have just written here CF plus PI. That's all. Nothing else we have done it here. But if you observe the methods of both the equations, both the questions, what we have done is it's almost similar. You can follow any method, doesn't matter. But just my intention to make you realize or make you understand with both the things, like most of the books are using the first, most of the books are using the second one also. So it's like you should not get disturbed, and you should not get confused here. That is only my intention for this, making this two questions with two little bit of modifications at the same formula, nothing else. I hope you must have understood everything from here. If not, please do pause the video, try to get the steps, and then you just start the video so that you will have yeah, I have correct. Oh, I'm gone wrong somewhere. So you should have that much of understanding here. I hope. Thank you. Happy learning.